What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I finally got my Spigen case in. Is it Spigen or Spigen? Either way, I got to use it and I have to say it's not what I was expecting. So let's compare these two and see why Apple may be your best bet when it comes to a case for the Vision Pro. So what are the differences between these two cases? So let's go ahead and go over the Apple case first. So we'll set this one aside over here and we're gonna go over the Vision Pro case. We've all seen it, but let's go ahead and take a look. So you open it up, you've got a basic Velcro slide here where you can slide it back and forth to compress your Vision Pro in the case. You've got your battery section over here, and you have your little accessory pouch, and that goes right there. Now that's your basic Vision Pro case. What we're gonna do, we're gonna flip over to the Spigen, and we're gonna see what that has in it. Let's go ahead and shut this up here. Go ahead and switch out. So here you have your Spigen case. Now if you look at these two cases, you flip them up, it may be hard to see from the camera, but the Spigen is substantially bigger in terms of height, width, and I would even say depth. Not a lot, but the puffer coat, or whatever you want to call it here, gives you just a little bit more compaction or compression, if you will, on this case. This one is really hard. Like, it's a solid case. You hit somebody with this, it's gonna hurt. So let's go ahead and open it up. We'll show you what it has to offer here. So we have a like bungee system here, or different pouches to hold different cables. You have a zipper pouch here to store other cables, other accessories, whatever it may be. Also inside here, you have a concealed compartment, as you can see that. That's gonna be for a AirTag or really anything, really, if you wanna store it there. So you've got this nice padded center area here. Inside here, you have a spot for the Vision Pro. You have a zipper middle compartment, and that's about it. However, I will say, we'll zip this up because it's easier to remove. So this is Velcro. It comes out rather difficultly, but that turns into a nice little case that you could take with you, store something inside, I don't know. And now you have this nice hook and loop Velcro section down here in the bottom. So let's put the Vision Pro inside the case and see how much room we have to work with. So I'm gonna grab my Vision Pro over here. Got your standard Vision Pro with your battery. Now with this case, you have to detach the battery. You cannot put the battery and the Vision Pro inside this case in one go. So I'm gonna go ahead and rest that in there. Now, before that, I'll pull this back out real quick. There is some like louvered or blocks in there, if you will, that hold the Vision Pro forward. One of the things I'm kind of concerned about is that this center area is made of leather. It's not soft, it's not padded, and your lenses are really close to that. I don't think it would be an issue, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and put the battery in first. So you have to open this up, grab your battery. If you have a SIM card key, you could take the cable off the battery. Might be better for this case, but that goes in there like that. And then you're gonna shut this up and zip it up like this. It's a little bit of a pain to zip up, and that's one of my complaints. Grab our Vision Pro, put that in there. We'll shut this up here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the accessories from the Apple case. So you've got your dual loop band here. We'll unzip this area over here, put it in there. Got your power brick, put that in there. Got your cable. One of the pros to this case is it has a nice little cable management section up here. You can just shove that up at the top. Grab your microfiber cloth. You can put it over here in this pouch. Or what I like to do, just because I'm paranoid and don't want those lenses to scratch, is I stuff it up under this area right here. So I kind of protect the lenses from any kind of movement of the Vision Pro. So here I've got the strap for the battery. We can shove that in there. Got your AirTag. We'll go ahead and grab that pocket that they provide. is already unzipped. Put our air tag in there. And it doesn't want to shut. All right, slap that over, zip that up, and there you go. You've got your Vision Pro. It's sealed in the case and ready to go. However, with this case, the issue I have is that, let's say your wife, maybe other members of your family, maybe you have another light seal and you need to take it with you. I've got your light seal with your magnetic cushions here. I have 3, 4 if you count the one on the Vision Pro, and that's because obviously I have an extra light seal which came with the thicker and the thinner version, and then here. Where do I put this? I can't put this in here. I understand this is a minor complaint. For me, it's a big issue. I want more space in my case. I also have to have enough space in my bag to travel with this, and this thing takes up an alarming amount of space in my backpack compared to the Vision Pro case. So you can't put that in there. So your only other option would be to take the Vision Pro out, grab your battery compartment here, pull your battery out, and then you're going to try to get this in here. Now, if you take off this light seal, or if you take off the magnetic cover there, you can put it in there. As you can see, it doesn't shut very well. You could cram it if you wanted to. There, it kind of shuts. Again, trying to zip that up is a pain. So I now can take this, throw the Vision Pro in there, stuff that in there. I could stuff this over here. I could grab these and throw them in the back. But now I have a problem. Where am I going to put this? Now, one option is to reduce some of the stuff in this compartment over here, disconnect this cable from the battery, and if I removed all of this stuff, which, get all of this out of here, the battery does fit. You can get the battery in that compartment. And I'm going to cram this cable in here, but that's definitely not what you should do. And you can get your power brick in there and probably your dual loop strap if we cram it in there. Zip that up. And it fits, as you can see over here in this corner, doesn't really want to shut. So that is my problem with the Spigen Vision Pro case. Nice case, has a lot of cool features, but at the end of the day, I'm going to compare this to the Vision Pro case and show you why there's actually more room in a smaller case. So let's unload the Spigen case, grab all our stuff out of here, make sure I don't bend this battery cable, as Apple's very specific in how you're supposed to manage and handle that. Get my air tag out of the pocket here. That's got that all unloaded. Get our light cushions. Get the Vision Pro. Unzip the center thing that doesn't like to unzip. Get our extra light seal. Go ahead and pull the strap in for good measure. And now we have our Vision Pro case. So let's open this up. Go ahead and turn this way. I have my bag. I'll grab my air tag, my cloth, grab my dual loop strap, grab our USB-C charging cable, our brick, our strap for the battery. And if you're not catching on, there's already more space in this case than in the Spigen. Pull that shut. It's also nice and padded. Doesn't really matter. We have this nice block here and kind of like holder for the Vision Pro. Have our light seal. Let's go ahead and take this, pop this in here. Now, do this one of two ways. I can take this bag and I can put that there, and I can turn this light seal and put it inside the bag here. I can take these light seal cushions. I can stack every one of them back here in this back corner if I have to. I can turn them around and put them this way, which is usually what I do. And I can take this, put that in there, get our battery over here. Another thing, I can store this with the case, the Belkin case that came with it. Take our cable. This can stay connected if you want it to. In fact, I'll go ahead and lock it in right now so we can kind of see how that works. That's locked in there. Grab our cable here. I may have to pull this out. The cable for this is a little squirrely, if you will. All right, so we'll do that around there. I wrap that around in there. I grab this right here. I cinch this up, pull that over. Now, my cable is tucked around the Vision Pro here. It loops down into here and goes to my battery. I can take this, pull this over, shut that case. And now I have way more stuff in this case than I could ever get in this case. So while they're minor complaints, I would say that if you're strapped for space for traveling, or you just want to carry more stuff, Vision Pro case from Apple is your best bet. If space isn't a concern, and you really don't care about carrying an extra light seal, the Spigen case is nice. It's got this nice pillow in the middle. It has a nice zipper compartment over here. Can store 3 cables or whatever you may be over here. You've got this middle pouch case. I don't really like it. I don't like how close it is to my lenses. I don't like that I've left a zipper on this other side. I always try to make sure that I zip this up to the back side away from the lenses. So just nothing getting around those lenses. As we've seen from other reviews, they're not really great when it comes to scratch resistance. So yeah, if you don't care about space and you want something that's pretty hard, pretty tough, although the Vision Pro case, not a slouch either. Although, the other thing to consider is price. Maybe you don't want to pay $200 for a Vision Pro case. I'm never one who gets the Apple cases. I tend to always get UAG or other off-brands, not Apple. They usually don't make good cases. In this instance, I think they have one that they knocked out of the park. The Spigen case is going to run you about $89, I believe. I do believe that was discounted. I don't know if that's going to stay when they get stock back in. I think the price was $120 after the discount. You've also got another option of a case from, I cannot remember the brand, but it's about half the size of both of these cases, at least. That's going to run you about $180. So I don't have that case. One complaint I would have with that case right off the bat, it's soft-sided, and I would be worried that I would crush it in a bag, drop it, something would happen to the Vision Pro in that case, just not a good idea. So yeah, that's the Spigen case, and that's the Vision Pro case. I'll let you decide which one you want to get. $200, $89, but for me, I want more space, both in my bag and in my case.